Welcome to Graphic Online TV. Today we are pleased to have three distinguished gentlemen in our studio, and led by the Vice Chancellor of the Takoradi Technical University, Reverend Professor John Frank Eshen. He's being assisted by two able gentlemen whom I'll ask them to introduce themselves. Gentlemen, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Okay, so I'm the Pro Vice Chancellor. I'm Professor Victor Kwekubonzumaika.
Right. I am Dr. Moses Maklina Nori. I am the registrar of the university.
Great. You are welcome to our studio here.
Thank you.
And it's a pleasure to have you here to share with us. We learn you are celebrating your anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For your 70th
Thank you.
anniversary. 70 years of education. Can you take us through some of the activities of the celebration?
Okay, thank you very much. But before I do that,
yes.
I would want the Vice Chancellor to touch a little on 70 years. Then I will bring in the activities.
70 years of education, technical education.
Okay.
And now we are told that technical education is the way to go. A little into that.
I would say that Takoradi Technical University has been a beacon of excellence and a hub of innovation and a driving force in the field of TVET education. And we started from a humble beginning, a journey from 1954 as a government technical institute. 1992 becoming a polytechnic, and in 2016 a technical university. So we have covered quite a journey, and we are 70 years now. And I believe, and from our team, the team is, 70 years of societal relevance, projecting excellence, innovation in TVET education.
Celebrating a beacon of excellence for 70 years. Technical education is now taking shape. What will you say about technical education in Ghana?
Yes, as I know, as they converted the polytechnic to technical universities, we are 10 of them, and we are doing very well. And we just even organized an applied research conference just last week in Kosunyani, and the President of the Republic of Ghana came to grace the occasion. And there we had some innovation works from all the 10 technical university showcase, and we took the President around to see what we have done as the technical universities in Ghana. And I believe there are more that we can do.
So roughly 8 years running as technical universities. Do you think we've reached where a technical university is supposed to?
So we just started. We just started, and gradually we're getting there. Because each technical university has a niche area, and we are developing the niche area. For Takoradi, our niche area is oil and gas.
Oh, okay.
And actually, we have trained a lot of people in the oil sector. So I think last 2 years, we had the president at the initiative training 150, what do you call it, artisans or graduates in the oil and gas accelerated program. And I believe this year there's likelihood that we're going to train more to be able to fill the oil industry. So
it's good. It's good. Your area is oil and gas, located in an area where we have oil and gas. What is your relation with the industry, oil and gas industry?
Oh, we have a good relationship with them. And then Petroleum Commission is also helping us a lot. And then as I speak to you now, we have about 3 of our staff in Singapore going through training, capacity building in welding and pipe fitting. And Petroleum Commission is likely to establish a pipe fitting, world-class pipe fitting center in Takoradi, where we will train people in the pipe fitting area to be able to help the oil industry in Ghana. That is the area, the skill area they have identified. And they have taken a step to train our staff and establishing a world-class center to be able to train and the skill need for the industry. So
Good, but one of the issues currently, as far as technical education is concerned, is to get the industry to support the institutions to develop the curriculum. What is that relationship between your institutions and then your niche area in the industry?
As we said earlier, we have a program advisory group, a committee that we have established, made up of two from industry and then 2 from the university. They come together to ensure that the curriculum meet industrial demand. So this is currently what we are doing, all programs. We have these committees there to try to help direct that our programs that we run become relevant to the industry.
Oh, okay. So that is beautiful. I know the Takoradi Technical University has produced a lot of people now occupying very important areas.
Yeah.
What is the state of all students, the alumni of Takoradi Technical University? What is their contribution to the running of the school as of now? And some of the programs, because most of them are in areas that your students will be of...
I would like the province to take that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
yes, Prof.
Thank you. We have a good relationship with alumni. Although we may not be having a very strong union in terms of the alumni, but we have a very good relationship with them individually and some also in groupings. And I must say that one of our topical programs we're doing for the anniversary is Alumni Roundtable. And this is happening on the 7th of this month, that is this Friday. Alumni across the country and beyond are invited to Takoradi, Akroma Plaza for a discussion. And this is to help us understand past, present, and future of the university through the alumni. They are to assist us to know whether we are doing well, we are doing right, and also for them to come and support the university in terms of infrastructure, to come and support the university in terms of development, and all other areas that the university need help for from the alumni. So I must say we have a very good relationship with them.
Very good relation with alumni, and you're having a program on the 7th.
On the 7th.
Wow. That is the 70th anniversary you are talking about.
Yes.
Can you throw more light on the 70th
anniversary? So the 70th anniversary is a celebration of 7 decades of the existence of the university. We are looking at how socially we have been relevant in Takoradi and beyond. We want to look at how well we played a role in the economy of Western region and beyond. And that we want to consolidate our gains as a university over the years. We want to inspire the future through this celebration. We want to revisit history. We want to make history by documenting the alumni we have, those that are about exiting, and what we intend to do with them. And recently, VC established a committee to do a tracer studies to really confirm where we have our alumni all over Ghana. And this was done about 2 months ago. We have the data now. Now they are collating the data, putting them together to help us really fall back on them and let them know that once they came from that institution, they are to help the institution grow.
Walk us through some of the activities, apart from the 7th, just this Friday one you mentioned.
Yes, so the 7th one, activities. That is the meeting with the alumni. We'll be having a CEO roundtable. There are a lot of other activities. There are floats, there are donations, there are blood donations. We'll be going to orphanages and all that. But some of the few, I'm not saying the other ones are not important, but those that we really want to dwell on are like having a meeting with the CEOs. We've done one before, meeting the CEOs in Takoradi. Now we want to extend meeting the CEOs out of Takoradi. Why so? Because we think our students are attached to these companies. Our students go on attachment. Some are employed there, some are employees themselves. We want to meet CEOs, have discussion with them, get to know how well our students are faring, when they come to the industry. We want to know how well they need more of our students, and also advise us the kind of curriculum we should be doing. Although we have the pack that is helping us develop curriculum, but their feedback will help us do a proper adjustment to our programs and our teaching practice.
Yes, and I'm sure your students, for some time now, they come out with a lot of innovative ideas, and then they
so,
might have manufactured a number of things for exhibition.
Yes, so yes, we have an innovation
and it's part of your
70th anniversary celebration.
Okay.
I think in
tell
August.
us more about that.
Yeah, in August we'll be having innovation fair, and the fair is to establish what students have done in the university. We want to showcase it to the world, and we'll be looking at faculty works as well. And we have 5 faculties. We intend to exhibit from all these faculties, at least not less than 5 works from every faculty, to show the world what we've done over the years, what we intend to do, and how well we want to get it, reach them. We want industry. We'll be inviting industry to come over to see what we have done. We want collaboration between industry and the university. Some of the products we are doing could be expanded. Some of the product could be made into commercial entities. And once the CEOs are met, once industry visits the fair, we'll be able to see how well these things could be shown to the world.
Wow. And so we are talking about the collaboration. That's very key.
Yeah.
So how far have we gone with that one?
Okay, so as we are doing today, we were able to meet Graphic Corporation, the top management of Graphic Corporation. And this is one of the collaborative moves we are doing as a university. We have a lot of collaboration with industry, with co-affairs, with tractor and equipment. We have with Pasico Ghana, Wayo. There are many. I don't want to have a trouble not mentioning somebody's name. But we have a lot of these collaborations. But we think we should move forward further by not only being with the production industry, but to be with the media houses as well. That is why we are falling on graphics. But as we came, we've realized that the collaboration could go beyond just media engagement, because you have production centers that we have students can easily fit in there. We have graphics students, we have engineering students, applied sciences, who all can have a role to play in this media line space. So that is some of the collaborations we are doing. We'll move on further by signing MOU with a graphic group of companies to establish the relationship so well that it will be binding on both of us to benefit and lose at a point. So that is what the university intends to do. And this is not ending here. We are moving on to other companies to collaborate with them, engage with them, sign MOUs with them, and get them to be part of the university beyond the 70 years of establishment.
You've launched your anniversary. When is the climax? And what are we looking out for the climax?
So the climax is in September. September. We'll have well-packed program from July to September. In July, we are collaborating with SRC to celebrate their week. And students and their programs. We are in there with them. We'll jolly with them throughout to the end. Now, in September, we'll have an awards night. We have to remember those who have helped the university. We have to recognize industry players. We have to recognize individuals. We have to recognize everybody who has played a role or two in the establishment and the progress of the university. So that awards night will take care of that. Aside that, there will be a dinner, a final dinner, with the CEOs and others that have played a role throughout the period to the end of the program. Then we'll climax it with a church service on a Sunday in September.
If you have other ones to add, except that I'll ask, why should I apply to be in Takoradi Technical University?
But before that, the achievement of our students who have been in very vantage points, leading various organizations in Ghana and outside Ghana. That has been our greatest achievement.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we've trained a lot of students and they're occupying a lot of space in the top management level. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe why you would have to come to
yes.
Technical University. It is the only technical university and the others where our students remain our focus. We don't discriminate. We have structures, policies, systems that put the student ahead and first. To the extent that internally we have cautiously put in systems and structures to make sure that even the weaker students is aided to be able to achieve or discover his or her potential.
Disability agenda.
In our case, back at Takoradi Technical University, no human being is useless. So, however your level, however your state, once you get admitted, we treat you as a king or a queen. Because
Wow, so
the
you are
future-
talking about inclusive education.
inclusive education, and the future of this nation depends on these young ones. So the Vice Chancellor and his team, faculty, are cautious of how we handle them. To the extent that we are the only university, as I speak with you, even the traditional ones or the grammar ones, who have set up a whole unit to take care of people with special abilities. Now we don't say disabilities. We have the
Special
blind,
needs.
we have the crippled, all of them,
The deaf and dumb.
the deaf and dumb. And we have special team trained to handle their needs. And they are running beyond hundreds. And the university didn't stop there. We collaborated through this industry thing. And we've had Kua Nisha company
Yeah.
who decided to give scholarship. As this academic year, for example, that company alone paid 27,000 Ghana cedis to cover a number of them, and more are to follow. We are the only technical university where we are cautious of moral integrity of society. And therefore, just as you said, inclusion. To the extent that we have a whole directorate, a center, headed by a professor, that takes care of the needs of gender across. When we say gender, it's only women. And the men too have their own issues.
Yes.
Sexual harassment issues, where you have young adults and adults mixed in. These challenges can come. Social misbehaviors and deviantism and what have you. So we actually pay attention to three basic things that is driving the 21st university graduates. First one is what we talk about, the A, which is the attitude that at the end of the day when you go out there, what attitude and behavior, that's the B, and the candor that will take you there. You know, in our local panels, we will normally say, your beauty will take you to the marriage or to the show. Or your attitude and behavior may bring you back home. So we are cautious of that, and we have cautiously integrated that into our curriculum, how students or products should behave and behave well in this country. Then another thing, which is the industry secret, but we want to share because we are already ahead. And the more others do, the better for the government of Ghana. It's what we term the SEAT approach. SEAT, SEAT, like we are sitting. The first one, we call it technical, S is skill development. Competencies. My Pro-Vice Chancellor said, we have labs, we have what have you, and all that, just to mold the student to go out there with the appropriate competencies and skills. But the emphasis is on skills.
Okay.
Now, if you get that skills, what kind of experience that skills will aid you to? And that's what he talked about, attachment, industry out there, so you can get the hands-on experience. And having gotten that hands-on experience, from day one, we put into them that once you are born, he mentioned aspiring, but there are two other variables even before we do that. So you must, as a human being, God has created to be able to also be creative, aspire to inspire before you aspire.
The last part I want us to touch on before we call it a quit has to do with the fact that now, if you are looking at the aspect of technical education, perfect, but is there any plan for the entrepreneurial skills for your products?
Yeah, we incorporate entrepreneurship in our all the courses and all those what we teach. All the program
All
have
the program has.
component. You know.
It's
And
compulsory.
that's why we have a whole faculty of business studies complementing on that aspect. And then beyond that, within the space of the training, any competition that comes up, we make sure our students get participated, and they are doing so well. And then cautiously too, we are trying to go beyond just the 3 pillars, or if you want 4 pillars of education in Ghana, where we do our research, we teach, and then we do community service. Right? We impact so much with community, and you earlier on mentioned collaborations. Our collaborations are not just local; they are international. But we are smart about it. We have decided to halt a bit about the Americans and the UKs, because the one ahead of you always doesn't want you to get there. The African knows his own problem. So we decided to go the South-South cooperation. As I speak with you, we have a number of collaborations. South Africa, previously mentioned it, and Zimbabwe. And we are partnering and learning so much from them, Kenya and what have you. So the African can take the bull by its horn and solve our own challenges. And our MOUs and our collaboration and network are not dead ones. They are very active. And I am sure in the few days you see how we harass graphic cooperation. Because we say we act and we go by it.
Beautiful. The best come from the West. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time, and thank you for visiting us. And this should not be the last time. We will want to be seeing you anytime you are in Accra. You are always welcome. And we are grateful for your coming. Thank you very much.